Okay, guys, it's day 7, I think. And for breakfast, I'm having these little mini egg muffin things. Normally, I make cheese and ham, but I didn't have ham, so it is pepperoni and a little bit of salsa instead with the eggs. I'm excited about eating them. They kind of taste like pizza. All right, see you later. Hey guys, so I come to tell you that, well, two things. One is, I just had a snack. I just had one of these. It's a turkey breast stick. It's barbecue sweet. If you've not had these, you should get them. They're really good. I think they're 25 calories. I don't know any of the other stats. And I also, Osh just had some Greek yogurt, and I just had a few bites of that. He's in the tub now. That's what that noise is. And I don't have on a bra. So, Merry Christmas. And I have delicious acne. During this whole reboot, get back on track thing, I'm really trying to be mindful of what I eat, and to think of food as energy. But I will tell you, I went to bed hungry the last couple nights, but I just won't let myself eat. I try to drink tea and little things like that, lots of things that'll fill me up, water, Crystal Light, but try to do hot things like tea. I've already said that. But anyways, that's not what I want to talk about. What I wanted to talk about was that as much as I would like to deny it, I am a emotional eater. And I know this is probably really silly and stupid to some of you, but I have a tremendous amount of anxiety about leaving Oz for 4 days. I'm leaving him in very good and capable hands. There's no doubt in my mind that he'll be taken care of. But there's just the anxiety of, what if something happens to Ed and I, while we're away? Who's going to have Oz? What happens if something happens to him and it takes us 9 hours to get home? Just a lot of anxiety. I know that for you people that are parents, I'm not saying anything that you probably have not already been through at some point in your life, but I have all this anxiety. And last night I've been feeling it, but it won't go away. And I did not come on here to cry. A lot of times, I will pray about things, and talk to God on and off, and I just feel better. And I'm not saying I'm better right now than I was, but I just cannot get this heaviness out of my heart, and I just want to eat, which is probably the reason I had a snack. So, because I've really not been having a lot of snacks. Yeah. So I'm really trying to be mindful of that. I also have a lot of anxiety. I weighed 225 on the scale this morning, which is the lowest I've seen in 6 months. So that's super exciting. And I feel like I'm on this side of on the downward side of the 220s. I realize at 224 I would be. But I want so badly to maintain that while we go on this trip. And I have packed some things. I've packed some snacks. I've packed some healthy snacks. I've packed some pretzels and things that will still give me the snack feeling, but won't be a bag of chips or whatever. And I know that we'll eat out some. And since we're going to the beach, it will mostly be seafood probably that I will want to eat. So it will be fairly easy to make good choices because I love seafood. But since Oz has been eating table food, we don't eat out a lot because we can't afford it, but the few times that we have, I won't get seafood because it's not something I can share with him. So I find myself getting things like chicken, which chicken is fine, but I like to feel like I'm eating something good. If I'm going to pay for it, go out for it. Not that chicken's not good. Does it make sense to anybody else what I'm saying? Anyway, so on this reboot, retrack, accountability, I just want to come in and talk about how I was feeling about things. And what are your tips? What do you guys do when you feel anxiety and emotional and you feel like you need to grab something? Screw it, I'm going to grab this. I can't deal with the emotion, so I'm going to eat this. Do you guys have that? What do you eat? What do you do? Yeah. I just wanted to know. Hopefully when I upload this video tonight, after I get done showing you the rest of my meals for the day, and you guys see it, I'll get some good input before Thursday or Friday. So I'll be able to put it to good use. Bye-bye. Anyways. Alright. See you in a little. Bye. Okay guys, it's been like a month of Sunday since I did a video in the car. Like, it's so weird. And you're probably going to come tumbling down in a second. But I wanted to tell you about the random lunch video that I just did. I'm just going to tell you the whole story. I mean, it's not really it. Okay, so we walked out of my brother's house today, and he and my niece he is off today. He's a police officer. And he and my niece were going to go to Dresden, which this means nothing to you, which is like 20 minutes away. And my niece kept asking for Oz and I to go. So we rode in the car with him. Well, my sister-in-law's mother, who we call Granny, gave money for the kids to both get Happy Meals. So my brother went to the drive-thru and got Oz and Charlie Kate a Happy Meal, and he and I came back to my house and had lunch. So he had leftover pizza that my dad had bought a couple nights ago, and I knew I wasn't going to eat. And he said, "You have that pizza?" And I was like, "Sure." And so I got to be honest, I came so close to messing up, not with the pizza, but I let myself get so hungry. And I knew I was trying to hurry up and get the kids fed and get the pizza in the oven, and I was starting to panic about what I was going to eat. Now, I have soup, the leftover soup that we had Sunday, and it does have noodles in it, and I would have been fine having that, but I know that the rest of my week, at some point, just out of convenience, when we go on this trip, is going to include carbs. Sorry about the lighting. And so I'm really trying to steer clear of most obvious carbs just for the next couple of days, because I know, because convenience-wise, carbs are easier to travel with. I mean, there are other options of protein that I can take on the trip, and I know that. But it's just, carbs are just easier. And cheaper for the most of the time. So, well, like for instance, we're going to take some snack food, but when we get to Florida, we're going to buy a few groceries. And obviously, in my mind, we're going to buy cheap stuff, which is going to be, because we really don't have a lot of money. Like, if we weren't getting this room for free, this condo for free, there's no way we can afford this. And so in my mind, which is basically going to eat sandwiches and chips, which I'm not going to eat the chips. What did I say? I told you were going to come tumbling down in a second. I'm not going to do chips, and I can do a half a piece of bread, and there are healthier bread options. Again, carbs. So, oh crap, I went the wrong way. This is what I get for talking. So, yeah. Just really trying to steer clear of carbs. So, I just suddenly remembered that the other night when I made turkey burgers, I made 3. Because even though it's hit or miss with Oz on what he eats, I always have at least one thing that I know for sure, without a doubt, he's going to eat. And then the rest of the meal may be things he's either had before or not had before, but I put whatever we eat on his plate. And sometimes it looks a little different. Like, well, that particular night, we had turkey burgers, and Ed's was just a regular turkey burger. It was a bacon burger with bacon and cheese on a bun and tater tots. So Oz was given pieces of turkey burger, pieces of cheese, which is his one thing I knew for sure he would eat regardless of anything else. Some tater tots, again, I knew he would also eat those if he didn't eat anything else. And he was offered some bacon, which he also eats bacon. And what else? Is that it? That was all on his plate? I guess. Maybe tomato. I might have put tomato on his plate, which he didn't eat. And he didn't eat the turkey burger. And then I had just a plain turkey burger with no bun, but I had bacon and cheese on mine, and I just ate it with a fork. So we all had the same thing, and I did have like 5 tater tots. We all had the same thing, but it looked a little bit different. So that's what most of our meals kind of look like. Last night we had chicken Marcella, and I just had the chicken and mushrooms. Ed had the chicken mushrooms with the rice, and Oz was offered chickens, mushrooms, rice, and corn. And that's what Ed had, corn too. Well, he was supposed to have corn, but Oz ate both pieces. And I had spinach, because corn is something he will always eat. So I always try to put something on the table that I know without a doubt he's going to eat. My hair. Anyways, I don't know why I'm saying all that. I guess just, I don't know where I was going with that. I just want to make sure. Oh, so we had leftover turkey burgers. That's where I was going with it. Oh my gosh, I'm at 5 minutes. This video is going to be forever long. We had turkey burgers, and he didn't eat his, so I had that in the fridge. And I just remembered that at the last minute, and I was so thankful. So I had a warmed up turkey burger with cheese and corn and beef salsa on top of it, with a little dollop of Greek yogurt, which you saw that, and it was delicious. I also had one of those oatmeal peanut butter cookies that I had made, oatmeal banana and a little bit of peanut butter in the cookie mix. They're not really that great. They're not very sweet, so nobody else is going to eat those but me. And they're yummy, and I really made those for Oz to give him other options, other ways to get like banana, which he'll eat banana, but it's hit or miss. Bananas and oatmeal. I'm trying to get some oatmeal in his system. So yeah, so I did eat one of those, and I ate one of those when I was fixing the turkey burger because I knew I was hungry and I had to eat something, and I was trying not to, so that's what I had. So thankfully it ended up being okay, and I got super full from the turkey burger, and it's all good. So that's basically what I wanted to tell you, and it took me 6 minutes and 22 seconds to tell you all of that for a long video. Are you guys tired of these accountability videos? Because I am really enjoying being held accountable, but I know that you guys are like, how long is this video going to be? And you're just talking about nothing. But I'm talking to you guys like you're all my best friends, so you're welcome. Okay, well, I will see you for supper. I gotta be completely honest, Bree's out of town, and so I have the kids, and we're staying at her house tonight. I always pick the worst times to go anywhere. This just, anytime she's gonna be out of town, I swear, it's always just chaotic. So she had put tenderloin in the crock pot, so we're gonna have that, and then I don't know what I'll fix sides to go for the kids, and I don't know, I guess I'll eat tenderloin, I don't know. I originally made tomato soup because her kids love soup and they love tomato soup, and I put that in the crock pot, and I thought, well, I could eat some of that. I mean, it's not high protein, but it would be warm and it would kind of fill me up a little bit. And I was just going to do grilled cheese for them, and I wasn't going to have grilled cheese, but I thought I would have some cheese with my soup, but we may have that tomorrow night. Anyways, I left that at home. So, I don't know what supper's going to look like. It's always not good if I don't plan. Normally, every time I go to her house, I always pack tuna, just as an in case. But I did not pack it because I packed all my tuna for the trip. Awesome. Okay, bye. Okay, guys. Hold on. Okay, sorry, my kid got stuck in the closet. So I didn't show you my dinner. Sorry, I forgot. This just keeps looking better and better. Sorry, he's just gonna scream. He's in we're getting a huge tooth, so he's just in awful mood. So for dinner, I had some chicken fajita meat without the shell and cheese. I also had 5 gummy worms this afternoon. And oh, buddy, that nose is awful. All right, come here. Oh. 5 gummy worms and 2 Cheez-Its. And I will tell you that today was a hard day. This is the hardest day I've had so far. And I don't know, just because I'm at Bree's and I'm not at home, I don't know. But it's been rough. That is snot running into his mouth. Alright, bye.